This is one of those times. Hating a movie makes me feel kind of shabby because I feel like the people who made it had good intentions and they're probably good people. But Jesus Christ. Do the thing.
Oh, come on!
Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising on Popcorn's Grant, everybody. And today, we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is No Address. No Address is the latest faith-based kind of movie released by our friends at Fathom Events. I say faith-based, it's kind of not really. I mean, it's kind of in there, but kind of not. It is directed by Julia Verdon. And what is No Address about? Well, it is a sort of Crash-esque, think like Crash or Magnolia kind of movie about homelessness. It's about these unhoused people who form this sort of family of sorts. Among them, a teenage girl who is locked out of foster care after her high school graduation. A teenage runaway who becomes kind of her love interest. A struggling artist played by Xander Berkeley, who I best know, of course, as Red John from The Mentalist. He's, pretty good. A former veteran who has fallen on hard times, played by Ashanti. As well as a former actress with dementia, played by Beverly D'Angelo, among others. And also, it is about a mean land developer who is trying to take their enclave away from them, and eventually he begins to see how they live, and they never really wrap up his story. Not really. Played by William Baldwin, because we couldn't get Alec. And it's really bad. And yet, hating it feels kind of mean. I'm sorry, y'all. No Address was bad. No Address was really bad. We're talking it wasn't even Lifetime bad. It was sub-Lifetime bad. This is the kind of thing you find, at best, really tucked away on Amazon Prime, like a Golden Retriever Christmas, like that level of filmmaking, that level for the most part of acting. Although there's some people who really give it the college try with the acting and actually do kind of okay. The story is all over the place. It doesn't really have one unifying plot. It is just kind of repetitive. It's a bunch of horrible things happening to these good-hearted, unhoused people with no real relief, no real humor, no real character development. It's just bad things happen to them. They do not feel like they are in control of the narrative or that they're any part of the narrative. Things are happening to them seemingly despite them. The acting, for the most part, is bad. I have to give credit, though, to three actors who I really think try and are really too good for this film. Those being Xander Berkeley, who is quite good. He's a good character actor. Beverly D'Angelo, who finds a way to take kind of a tropey character and give it some real heart. Also an actor by the name of Lucas Jade Zuman, who was terrific in the film 20th Century Women. He plays the teenage runaway boy. I don't blame any of them. I think they really try. The rest of the actors are barely trying. Ashanti, in particular, I think is really terrible in this movie. You know that she's an angry at the world former veteran. How do you know this? She yells a lot. That's her character. She yells at people and she says, the hell you looking at a lot. That's her whole character. This movie is dull. It's repetitive. It really doesn't have enough plot. This has enough plot for maybe a short film. There's very little conflict other than just the fact that they're unhoused. There's not really any kind of this is one of those movies where it has nothing really of substance to say about the unhoused and homelessness in America, other than, gosh, it's awful that people are homeless and unhoused in this country. I agree with you. I think that everybody deserves to have a home and deserves to be treated with dignity. But you can't build a whole movie off of that one mission statement. You just can't. You have to have something more substantive to say about the subject matter. You have to explore the subject matter. And there are really great movies exploring this subject matter. I'll give you an example. Streetwise is a terrific documentary from the early 80s that is about this subject. And it actually has insight. It actually isn't afraid to really show the struggle of these young people living on the streets. And there are other films that kind of have that too that I can't think of off the top of my head. There are quite a few movies about homelessness and homeless youth that are better than this. The problem with this movie is that it didn't have the budget or the cast or the script, quite frankly, or filmmaking ability to give this story the justice it deserves. This film is an adaptation of a documentary. I've heard the documentary is good. I don't know if it's the same filmmakers who made it. I don't know. This movie, though, this movie version, fails on almost every level. It's ineptly shot. The acting is terrible. For the most part, is terrible. The screenplay is awful. It's just the most, generic kind of sad movie. Sad for the sake of sad screenplay. And yet, I feel kind of shabby hating it as much as I do, because I know that its heart is in the right place. There's nothing offensive about this movie. There's nothing cruel. It's not Unbreakable Boy. It's not that kind of movie. It's worse made than the Unbreakable Boy, but it's not offensive. It's not saying that the unhoused are responsible for their own misery or anything. It's not like some kind of messed up Christian propaganda thing. It's just not a very badly made drama. That's all it is to it. Also, the movie has a runtime of 2 hours 5. The movie's actually about 1 hour 45. There's a 20-minute post-credit discussion afterwards that I have to say is one of the most ineptly made Q&As I've ever seen at the end of a movie. I watched the whole thing. Ty Pennington is also in this movie in a brief cameo. He might have produced it. The Extreme Makeover Home Edition guy. That guy. The Move That Bus. That guy. He's in this movie. He's a pretty good dude. I've heard he's a pretty good dude, whatever. He's not an actor, but he leads this Q&A, and it's just very, very, eat your vegetables. And again, I don't have a discussion that's interesting. A lot of it is just go around the table. Homelessness is bad. This is why you should think it's bad. This is why homelessness is bad. Homelessness is bad. It's yeah, we get it. Homelessness is bad. Are you going to give us any kind of tools to combat and make a life better for these unhoused people? Homelessness is bad. Okay, cool. Again, I think this movie's heart is in the right place. I think that the people who made it probably had good intentions. But the execution is so on Mars that you can't see it on a telescope. It's a bad movie. But it's a bad movie that has a pretty good heart to it. So it's hard to really have venom toward it. But objectively speaking, I have to give it one of these. Yeah, I just have to. It's a bad movie. There is no part of me that even slightly recommends you see this. So a very, very affectionate fuck this movie. And again, I don't think, middle finger of kindness, 0 stars. And I don't think that it's the people are bad. I just think the movie is so bad that it makes it hard. It's impossible to recommend this movie on any level. This is not why people go to the movies, to have this kind of repetitive thing. If you want to make a PSA, make a PSA. Don't make a 2-hour version of it. That's all I'm saying. Their heart was in the right place. I feel shitty doing it, but you know what? It's just not. I'm reviewing a movie, not the filmmaker's intentions, and the movie is bad. The intentions are good. The movie is not. Sorry. But yeah, no address. 0 stars, middle finger of kindness. That is it. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash none, because it was a Fathom event. Was the shawarma? Yes, there's that post-credits discussion, and I'm pretty sure all the theatrical prints are going to have it. So it's long, and it's not great. I wouldn't recommend sitting around for it, but I did, and it was just kind of dull. Like the rest of the movie. All right, that is it. We'll be back right after this for a review of Grand Theft Hamlet. We'll have a review of that, as well as Riff Raff and Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quox Beginning. I think that's how you pronounce it. And more to come. So that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, classes missed. I love you 2000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me else for reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything. You can either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of No Address? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? I think my opinion's good. Think I'm full of shit. Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Big mouth extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.